No, we mentioned
Turbo just
Ginger.
kind of shivers a little bit and turns to her. Where did you come from?
Oh, I heard you from across the room of
Were
mentioning
we
the
talking that
past
loud?
Princess Gilly. Oh no, I got good ears for my age. And as she pulls back her ears, they're just big, giant, kind of like goblin-y ears, as if she's like a goblin. Just she looks very Hag Raven-esque, but she's definitely a very weird cross between half golem, half goblin, half human. She is the ugly witch of the West, essentially.
Oh my God.
This woman is just. She rolled a double nat ones on looks. This woman is straight Wartzilla over here. Just creepy witch vibes all over.
Oh my God.
Goes, you were talking about the Princess Gilly?
No, I say sarcastically, we were talking about Ginger, her sister.
Ah, the rumors of Ginger. Now that's a tale.
Can you tell us about it, ma'am?
Oh, yes, it was a magical time. Way back many years ago, about 15 or so, maybe even 16 at this point. And as she puts her hands, there's just this little glow at the table as if you see this little scene. She goes, there's rumor that only one was born, but one person. I met him once. He was an old reporter. He always went in the back way, and as you see this little shadowy figure going in the back way of this very crowded birthing area, essentially. There's a bunch of reporters are there, and the queen's sitting there. She goes, now all the other reporters had a spell casted on them, and they all only saw one baby. But this reporter that went in the back, they didn't know he was there. And he saw two babies. It's even printed in an old library. Down near the bottom of the world, there's this old library. And it has in there, the cell, I believe it is.
Hold on, what's this library called? It's very important.
Oh, it's just the Assail Library. It's an old shipping town, and they have some historical records there in the book holding room. And
You're
there's
gonna have
this
to spell
one.
that for me.
It's at the very bottom of the island, completely polar opposite of where we are.
I might have been there, actually.
And essentially, what is said is there's this old poster of a news article talking about the babies were born, but it was never said anywhere else. It was just on this one article. There was only a couple copies of it that were sent out even. And now, everyone only remembers one, except for the tale of the missing baby, in which Miss Gilly, Princess Gilly, Fallen, had heard of this Ginger name. And truly, it is a tale, a wondrous tale. But all gone to history now, poof. And the little magical aura-ish on the table is now gone, and she goes, but I heard you speaking of her name, and no one speaks of Princess Gilly these days. Only of the princes. And I heard those names, and I was very, very curious.
What about your name? What's your name?
My name is Hagatha.
Hagatha!
My mother named me after my beauty, you see.
Yes, she certainly did.
And Haribo just kind of mutters to himself with his mouth full of mutton, wise lady.
So, what is your tale? You're new to the Adventurers Guild, I see.
Well,
As she pulls up a chair and just sits with you guys.
Well, you see, we're looking for a quick way in.
Ah, there's no quick ways in life.
Yeah,
You'll
maybe
learn
not for
that
you.
soon. Ah, well, if you're looking for quickly getting in, I'd recommend the Thieves Guild instead.
Thank you. That's all I wanted
Thieves
to know.
Guild.
Yes, the Thieves Guild, those wretched little mongrels that like to steal things, and they have no hierarchy. They're like, you want a job? Take it. Their pay's garbage, though. I had my sister. She worked in the Thieves Guild.
What was your sister's name?
Garbage. Her
Garbage.
name? Her name was Hagatha.
I think she won out.
Hagatha. Hagatha.
Well, you see, my mother called me Hagatha after the family because I was born first. But my sister, when she came out, my mom said, ah! And she wanted our names to match, so she named her Agatha. As the that she said when she came out.
Your family seems very interesting.
Oh, we are. We're a long lost line of witches, you see. We're good witches, though. We tell fortunes and whatnot.
I'm curious. Are you related at all to Kate?
No. Kate, oh, that wild stallion, wherever she came from. I feel sorry for her parents. That girl's a firecracker. Runs around, kicks people's booties, and just overall is a great adventurer. She was like built for this life. Such adventure and joy. But she does travel with a very, very interesting one for sir. Haven't heard much of the person she's traveled with, but it's rumored that she had been traveling with this companion or colleague, as she calls it, for many and many years.
Who is that?
No idea. She just wears a cloak, and from what I hear from the men, when they do get a glimpse of her face, they're like, ah, such beauty. Exotic beauty and whatnot. But,
So it can't be Agatha.
no, my sister died.
I'm
Agatha
sorry to
died.
hear that.
Yep, she stole from the wrong person and lost her hands. That's what the Thieves Guild does. The Adventurers Guild's much more civilized. Where the Thieves Guild, my goodness. Besides that, you're getting constantly stalked by the guard, which is run by that beautiful boy right now, Captain Prince Harold. He's recently almost gotten the title, so everyone's just using it. But he is running it, and he's slaughtering them. So you're constantly stalked by the handsomest man in the town, and your old colleagues will go against you.
Oh.
And for cheaper money, please, I'll just do the 2 jobs, get a cute little badge, and then I work here, go somewhere else, do the same thing, and then you just make money as you travel.
How cute is that badge? Is it worth it?
I would say so. I mean, I
But,
do
like,
about 2 jobs a
Can
jobs
you
a month at
describe
most.
it? How you call it cute, but is it really
I
that?
mean, it's the badge.
What's it look like even?
Well, it depends.
Can we see
Or-
it?
Don't you have one?
No, we're thinking about getting into the guild, but I don't know if it's worth it. Is it gonna clash with my robe?
No.
What?
They're all personable. Each
Oh.
one of a kind of vibe. It's also like a magical thing, I guess. I don't know. The bartender makes them. So essentially, he grabs your wrist, and you get a little fun thing on your wrist, and then he gives you a badge that looks like the thing on your wrist.
Can I see your wrist?
Of course! And you look, and it's just like the scaliest skin ever, as if she's just like speckled to all belief.
I've
And you
seen
look
worse.
at her wrist, and it's just a little hexagon with like a potion bottle in it, and it's all glittery and glistening. And she goes, see? That's mine, because I was known for potions and magic
I see.
back in the day. But, to each their own.
Anyways, so about that cloaked woman you mentioned,
The exotic one.
the exotic one, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the one that Kate hangs out with?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Where are they staying?
Ah, they don't have a home. Kate comes and goes. She literally will come here, get a job, be gone for like 4 or 5 days, come back, grab a job. Sometimes her little colleagues with her, sometimes she's not. It just depends on what the job is and whatnot. It's very noticeable though when she is with Kate, because Kate gets very focused, because that girl is such a free, fluttering butterfly. But when you know she has her accomplice around, when she's contemplating, that girl has a brain. Whoever her parents are, not only smart, but strong. And so it's very picky. Kate usually takes up anything and goes with the wind. But lately, they've been on the streak of taking very particular jobs, much more on the investigatory side, where Kate's normally all about just hack and slash. I ran into her once. She took down a whole 10 zombies by herself. And that was when she was about, I don't know, 2 years ago or so.
What an age, 2 years ago or so. I remember being 2 years ago or so myself.
I don't know her age. I know she's young and men are going to be all over her here soon. So, Hagatha. It's true. I mean, look at her. She's a beautiful girl. It's shocking that she's such an adventurer. You think she'd be an at-home wife, but that life is just not for her. No, no. That girl is meant to cause trouble and havoc and live a bunch of fun. She's living up her life, not doing what I did at that age. No, no, no.
How does one put in a request at the guild?
Ah, yes, you just gotta walk up to the bartender and be like, I want to take these 2 jobs, or whatever you want.
No,
Really?
no. I wanna put in a job.
Oh, yeah, you just go to the bartender and he'll pretty much, you have to fill out some paperwork and then they look at it and they either approve or deny it. And then you go from there and then someone will pick it up and, there you go.
And there
You
you
then
go.
put down the money. You put down the money that you're going to pay the person because you need to pay up front. And from there, then someone takes the job. They go and complete it. They bring back whatever, if you tell them to bring something back or whatever it is you tell them to do. And they come back and they're like, the job's been completed. Here's the proof or whatever you need them to do. And then essentially, the bartender will contact you, be like, was it done? And you'll be like, yes or no. If they say no, they don't get paid. If you say yes or the contractor says yes, then they get paid right then and there. And then they move on with their lives.
And if the job isn't